Ready? Begin.
Welcome to the Secret Group Podcast.
Let's get started, shall we?
No white bands, dude. That's all I know.
I would also go see Creed.
Hootie and the Blow Pop.
It is. First
Darius
of all, that's
Rucker.
a black band.
No. That is a white band with a a black man.
Ooh.
Wow, dude.
Technical.
Darius Rucker is the black man in that white band.
All right. What's I don't know. Never mind.
How do we?
Yeah. How do we start a podcast?
Was he Hootie or the Blow Pop?
He was.
What blow fish, dude?
Oh, I thought it was
What
Hootie.
is wrong with you? Oh, okay.
Wait,
All right.
Hootie and the Ring Pops?
I thought is that Hootie and the Blow Pop?
No. What are you doing? I don't know.
Sorry.
Are we
know these
recording?
things.
Yeah, we are recording.
That's good.
I don't know.
Trey
these
looks like he came from an R&B lunch.
No, I look like I came from a meeting from like the secret society of black blind talented people. Like,
Yeah, it is wild, dude. You get pulled over in that outfit.
You're
What do
going
you
to
say?
jail.
What do you say?
I'd probably be like, this is real shit. I'd probably be like, officer, I'm on my way to an orgy. Hats required.
That is wild.
You
Man.
look like the wind is just blowing on you in an R&B song.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the truth. God damn, that's a lot of nipple. What is that tattoo on your chest?
It's a heart. It's a broken heart. It's this, the just chain pendant, basically.
Look at that.
Yeah, just without the faces. But it's like a chain that's a heart, and it's broken.
Hey, I got one of those.
And it's not finished.
You and I basically have the same tattoo on our chest.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I swear. Right, mine's right here, though. It's
You don't want to show yours? It's too pasty.
I don't have an open rip away shirt like you.
Do you ever wear your shirt open?
Huh?
Have you ever wear your shirt open?
Yeah.
To the beach or?
Yeah, beach or, know, when I was younger, I used to show a lot more chest, you know?
Okay.
I got, I'm all covered. Tattooed wise, so I show a little chest, a little
that's right.
a little man cleavage once in a
I have
while.
a dick joke tattooed on my chest.
What?
Yeah,
Yes, he
it
does.
says fucking strong or hard in Times New Roman. Right
Strong
there.
or hard. That's
Yeah.
the shit. Yeah, I don't have any of that.
You don't have any dick jokes on you? Oh.
Mine says this is all you get. Nothing coming.
Yeah. Welcome back to the podcast. Hey, we're back, all three of us at one time. That's pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We still haven't really figured this out yet, so we're just all,
We got to introduce it, right?
Yeah. This is
it.
This is the Secret Group Podcast, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys know Trey?
I'm Trey.
Do we do full names?
Sure. I'm William Lynn Loden Jr.
Well, not that. Jesus Christ. No, Andrew Youngblood, Tre Tutson, Will Loden,
Yeah.
Brandon on the keys.
Yeah. Brandon on the 1 through 8s.
Yeah. On the ASDFs. The keyboard. Yeah. No. All right. That's not good.
No, you. Oh, I got it now.
Yeah. It's not good. That wasn't great. Sometimes you just say stuff and hope that no one listened.
Y'all didn't hear that? Damn, they heard it. God damn it.
Yeah.
What you been up to? You were in Canada.
I just got back from Canada, and a week before that I was in Tokyo. So that
Oh
was
my
pretty fucking
God.
cool.
So cool.
I'm a world traveler. There are moments in my life, and I hope it happens to you guys too. This is going to sound pretty gay, but there are moments when I'm on the road in Canada or in Tokyo, and I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? This is pretty fucking cool. Yeah. And I don't. Sometimes I feel like we take that for granted, but we're traveling all over the world, fucking doing comedy, doing all sorts of shit, and having these cool experiences. And sometimes it's nice to I was eating crab by the water, like a fucking
In Canada.
like a rich millionaire or something. I don't know. And in Canada, we had just taken a fucking plane that landed on the water.
Okay.
Like one of those fucking seaplanes.
Yeah.
That was fucking.
Oh, with them Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Grand Theft Auto.
I ain't never seen that shit live. I've never seen a plane like that live.
Well, it's pretty terrifying when you're going in for the landing because when you go in for the landing, I'll send this video. Here, I'll show it to you guys because it's quick and then we can also post it. But when you go in for the landing, I re-watched this video after I took it and it gave me anxiety.
While watching it?
Yeah, look at this. This is the landing right here.
Not while it's
Oh
happening.
fuck
Like,
that.
look, you're just going into the water.
Why is he black powering?
That's how you control the plane.
Oh, he's always holding something.
Yeah.
I thought he was just doing this shit. Like Lord be with us.
It's Appropriation Airlines.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's terrifying. Yeah,
fuck that.
it is terrifying. Smoothest landing ever, though. I imagine if it's a little windy, they just don't fly. But like it was, I was expecting like that.
Yeah.
And it was just like I could have slept through that landing. But I was too scared. I was about to shit my pants.
Smooth flight or rock?
Yeah, not bad. I thought it was gonna be like little plane kind of thing.
Yeah.
But way smoother than I ever expected it. It was fucking awesome. It was way quicker than we're also very bad at traveling. Me and Mark, we fuck it up a lot.
Okay.
And like
he's terrible.
He's really bad at it.
He will miss a flight in a minute.
Dude, so for that day, we were trying to get from Victoria, Canada to Vancouver, right?
BC.
It's about fucking 80 miles. It's not much, right? But it's water. So if you drive, it's like 4 hours, right? That's too long. We didn't want to rent a car. So we were going to take we bought flights. Now, not the seaplane flight. We bought regular flights. We land at the airport. There's some fucking random guy at the airport, and Mark's cheap, and he goes, I don't want to buy an Uber. And the guy's like, I'll give you guys a ride. And I'm like, we don't want to ride with a fucking stranger. He was a really sweet guy.
Yeah.
But then I'm in a car for 45 minutes to downtown Victoria with a stranger, just a fan.
But it's
right?
a Canadian.
Yeah,
stranger.
exactly. That's the only thing that kept me like, that's cool. And then on the way, he's like, dude, if you fly, you're going to have to drive back 45 minutes. You're going to have to wait and get there an hour early. Then once you land, you're going to do another 45 minutes to Vancouver from downtown. So it's like, it's going to be like 4 hours. So what you need to do is you need to take a shuttle. Barge. No, that's what my friend said. You take the barge. So then we were going to get on the barge, which is only going to be 2.5 hours. And then this guy convinced us of a seaplane. So we bought a ticket to a regular plane, a fucking barge, and then finally a fucking seaplane.
See, that's not cheap. That's just irresponsible.
I didn't say cheap. Yeah. Well, no, he is cheap, but yes, we also wanted to save time. But yeah, it was just a mess, and we wasted a lot of money for no fucking reason.
God damn.
But we got a cool experience of the fucking seaplane.
Yeah.
And it is a little scary, though.
Oh, dude.
You know?
My dad got his pilot's license, and so I remember it was a little Cessna from Lafayette, Louisiana to Oxford, Mississippi, and just what my dad would call the Barbie bike of the skies.
That's
and I was
crazy.
like, don't say shit like that when you're flying, you crazy old diabetic man.
Did you know who Daniel Johnston is? He's a musician from Austin years ago.
Hi, how are you, guy?
Yeah. That's
all right, yeah.
So he's a little wonky,
Yeah.
and he's always obsessed with Casper the Friendly Ghost. And his dad was a pilot. And so they go up in the plane, and then one day he gets in his fucking crazy brain. He goes, I want to fly like Casper, and he reaches over, he grabs the keys, shuts off the fucking plane, and tosses the keys out the window, and then looks at his dad, and his dad's like, oh, shit, and they just crash land the plane. They all survived, but he's a fucking kook, man.
Yeah.
He was nuts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
That's some insane shit.
He's dead now.
He's dead now, but that was from all the Coca-Colas. He definitely died of some kind of overweight disease.
I gotta say though, it was like 7 years ago that I was actually at his house today. 7 years ago today.
Oh, wow.
I was at Daniel Johnson's
He's
house.
great. I'm a fan, but he is nutty.
Yeah.
Like I talked to him one time after like he did a show, and I was like, hey man, just wanted to say I'm a big fan. And he's like, how do you feel about Coca-Cola? And I was like, I don't know, man. What the hell's wrong with you, dude? So I was like, all right, well, that's pretty fucking nuts. But
You're a dad, so is that how good? I feel like your patience is good.
I mean, it can
based on
be.
how you're treating me in my outfit. So, it's very like if he wants to wear it, let him wear it. I don't care.
Yeah, Trey,
Just
I'll
go
let
to
you
the
wear
grocery
whatever you
store.
want. You're just expressing yourself.
Yeah. But yo, I couldn't imagine. So let's not even go plane. If your kid threw your key out of the car and you're still driving, or are you still able to keep your composure, or is that like it's just very hard to not lose it?
My kid doesn't do shit like that.
Okay.
So I haven't had to experience
Nothing like that?
yet. But every once in a while, he'll do some like defying shit and look at me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay. And then he'll crack pretty quick when I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then, you know what I mean?
Just like
usually,
like a cat just like pushing something off.
Yeah. Like a.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was a gap.
Yeah, I was like, wow, he's really committed.
I had no idea there was a gap.
No, we're breaking this glass.
For those of you who don't understand, that's called physical comedy. All right, and commit to the bit.
But every once in a while I'll do like that. But he's usually pretty good. He understands shit. But I don't hit him, which sometimes I think I should.
Yeah.
Especially, you know what? When I talk to like a lot of my like friends, minority friend parents, and they're like, "I spank my kid," and I'm like, "Yeah, that seems better."
It's definitely easier. It's definitely easier.
And then you ever see like a fucking a kid like misbehaving on the internet,
right?
And then the comments will be like, "Black flaming never would happen. Not in a million fucking years." And I'm like, they are right. Yeah. That is fucking true.
I don't know. Like,
very true. But then they become very fucked up adults. They have low self-esteem. and
we got low self-esteem too, though.
I don't know. Growing up in a Southern family, like a Southern white family, like I got my shit kicked in.
So did I. Well, I think all of us did. We're the age where, like, dude, I've never once hit my kid.
Yeah.
And one time, the older one, he goes, me and him kind of get into it a little bit. And he goes, "What are you going to do? Hit me?" And I go, "I've never hit you ever." He goes, "Yeah, because I'll call CPS on you."
Oh, gee.
And I was like, "Motherfucker." Dude. I was like, "I haven't even ever hit you." And you're holding on to CPS. You've never been hit one time, dude.
Just because you learned what CPS.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Call him. I would do like call him.
I gotta be honest. I never wanted to hit him as much as I did at that moment. Like, fucking call CPS. Dude. You do it with 10 broken fingers.
Yeah.
You better, hey Siri, call CPS.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh man.
No, I was just.
This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you.
I was looking at something that was about how corporal punishment is domestic violence. Like if you got fucking spanked in the house, no one views it as like domestic violence, but it's the same as if your dad was kicking your mom's ass. It's the same fear. The house is quiet.
That's why you don't do shit later. It's because you're scared.
You're scared.
You're literally scared. Instead of the whole now, and it makes sense is you're trying to you reason with them like this is why we don't do things.
But reasoning with someone implies you have to be smarter than them, which is exhausting too. Like I don't know, I don't.
Oh, you sound like you're a bully.
I was totally a bully in high school. Yeah, 100%.
Well, I feel like in the 90s, early 2000s, it was be bullied or get bullied.
Right.
Those are your options.
Even in the house.
And I would imagine you were a pretty big guy back then too.
Mm-hmm. So
you really had one option.
Right.
I want to be friendly. I'm so much bigger than you
I'm
all.
so much bigger, and you talk so much. Like I didn't. I didn't have to start using my words until college.
Oh, that's so funny. God damn.
Yeah.
Well, I was anyway, just like investigate, like looking into that shit, and it talks about all this fear that you end up growing up with. Like, I mean, I don't know about, well, maybe not for Will, but just in that, like, how long did it take you to like shake off some of that shit where you could kind of start being some of yourself?
I don't know, man. I used to get the shit beat out of me, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, my mom used to break wooden spoons over my ass all the time. That shit would break in half.
My grandma.
And then it's funny because it hurt. You got your ass beat, but then when like something broke, you're like,
I can't use it.
And then my mom kind of got a little bit older, and she's like, I'm not. You're not too old to go over my knee. And I was like, "Bet your knees will break."
Yeah, in half.
My grandma used to pull over on the side of the road if I was acting like a fuss bucket, and picking your own. Yeah, it's a bucket of fusses, and she would make me pick my own switch. That's a classic. A classic.
Pick your own switch. That was my grandma's move.
Yeah, that was my GAN. I still remember just the smell of Virginia Slim 100s and getting the shit kicked out of me.
I never got fucked up by a grandparent.
Oh man,
I got lucky in that regard.
That's where I mostly got fucked up. Like my parents, like exported the shit to my
Oh, that
like
kind of shit,
I would just live with my grandparents every summer and winter, and then like just
Save up those beatings.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
you got about 2 months of hard time. Fucking working in the
If you
field,
had
getting
young
lashed.
parents in the 90s,
Yeah.
you got the shit beat out of you.
Yeah.
And you probably heard them fuck a lot. Oh, it's just me? Okay.
I don't know about the fucking a lot.
Sometimes you get your ass whooped because you disturbed their fucking. That's a rough one right there. I was about to nut. Look at you. Wait, Andrew, is this your life? You got a trauma face.
No, I got a worse trauma. When my parents got divorced.
Yeah.
Divorced.
Yeah. I was 7, my dad moved to Texas. My mom, we stayed up there in New York for a long time. My mom used to have these Halloween parties, right? And she would fucking take our basement and turn it into like a dungeon thing. There'd be like black plastic on the wall, just fucking like stockades and all this shit.
Right.
And like we thought it was the coolest thing ever. You know, we'd be fucking hanging out down there, fucking all these like torture fucking devices and shit. Come to find out, my mom is into S&M.
Oh.
And I learned that about the age of 30. It never clicked.
Right.
And then at 30,
right.
I was like, I was playing on a sex swing. Yeah. That was awful, dude. We'd be fucking around. We'd be running around, like locking each other, in the stockade. We'd be like this. We're like, isn't this fun? And then I'm pretty sure my mom was just getting railed in one.
Yeah.
Oh, God. She used to walk around like in leather chaps, and she's like, I'm a biker. And we're like, oh, that's funny.
That's cool. Yeah.
Nope. Turns out.
Yeah.
Getting piped out by some guy named.
God,
got
even
your
thinking
ass
of it
whooped in
now
the
is
sex
weird.
swing?
No. But
Get your ass in the swing.
I definitely got my ass whooped for breaking some of that shit down there.
I'm never gonna come.
So
Fuck.
that was brutal.
Yeah, that whole shit was wonky. But then if you go back, like if you always go backwards, you think about how some of my parents grew up, you go, ooh, that was brutal. It was just all
because I'm sure our
misinformation.
parents got the shit beat out of them.
Dude, getting the shit kicked in by the greatest generation.
Yeah.
They all have shell shock from Normandy.
If your dad fucking killed Hitler, he's gonna fuck you up. Like, there's no whining or crying or wiggling that's gonna get you out of that, dude. He's in a foxhole in the winter, dude. He's got no thumbs.
Yeah.
I do find it funny seeing a black man like whoop his kids after leaving a civil rights march. Like he just he just walked from freedom. It's like, how did you find the energy, motherfucker? I walked 30 miles.
You just walked 30 miles in church shoes.
And you found time to kick my ass over the trash that you're taking out?
You'd think you guys would be the most against it, really? Right? What the fuck? Why is it still?
Yeah. Oh, man.
damn,
Dude.
dude.
Yeah, just
Black on black crime, man. That is brutal.
That's insane.
Southern
to
black
get
dads.
hosed down outside and then beat your kid with a
down?
water hose.
That's not a thing that happened. I mean, it did in Cecil.
Yeah.
You didn't do that. People didn't do that to their kids, though.
I mean,
No, I said to leave getting hosed down.
I thought you were saying your dad was hosing you down like motherfucker. I was like, God damn, dude.
No, black
getting
parents
waterboarded.
weren't- Yeah, black
No,
parents
my dad-
weren't running a mini Abu Ghraib.
Yeah.
But like,
No, my dad actually tried to drown me. That's a different story. But
Baptism.
That's it.
Baptism. Yeah, dude.
but no, to leave from getting like hosed in the street,
Like German
and then go home and like
shepherds.
beat
Yeah,
your
I
kid
knew
with
that
a water
happened.
hose.
Yeah. And then you had to go pick a switch.
Yeah, exactly.
The worst part about picking a switch is as a kid we're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And what you're like, ooh, let me get this little one.
Yeah.
Let me get this little green one.
Yeah.
And
And
you're
then it
like,
just becomes a
that's the worst
whip.
one ever. You should
Yeah.
really just grab a fucking log and be like, swing that bitch.
Yeah.
An old log, it breaks in half. You're like, whoa, that was tough.
Yeah.
Plus, put on that acting, dude, when you get your ass
Oh, yeah.
whooped. You know what I mean? I would wail and fucking be like, before I even got touched, or when I was like, oh, it's too much. Ah!
Yeah.
You're just doing a WWE thing.
Yeah,
You're just
just like,
selling. You're selling it.
Yeah. God damn. Yeah, I only got with a switch once. My mom, I lied at school. No, I forged her signature on like
Yep.
some bad grades.
Yep.
And whatever.
Bad grades?
Bad grades.
What were the grades? Were you quoting that they're bad?
It was like my grades had dropped, so I wasn't failing, but it was a significant whatever.
So
let's
they were
say out
like,
of
what
95, now I'm down to an 80.
Yeah,
so
they're like, what
this
the
is-
fuck's going on at home?
Yeah. So they're like, they send this thing in to like say like, hey, you know, blah, 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 this, that, and the fourth. We need you to sign just to show this person's like progress. It wasn't even like a progress report. It was literally just,
It was just like a hey.
just some shit, right?
Yeah.
So, but it was like the house I was in, everything was just intense and fucking scary. And so I was just like, I'm not showing them this shit.
Yeah. We all hid that shit.
Yeah. So then
Yeah.
they bring my mom in. My mom was just like, she was upset. She was just like, why did you lie to me about this? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I was scared. I was like, I just was honest. And then we're walking up into the apartments, and she grabbed I see her grab the switch, and
She starts like pulling off all the leaves
on the way to the house.
Rain
And
out
I'm
the
like,
end.
oh man, she's gonna fuck me up. And she never did anything to me ever again
After
that because it was like I later found out my dad had like pushed her into doing it. It was the fucked up thing was their conversations about the fucking brutality that they had just.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, yeah, you did it. You were confident. You were like, he's like fucking giving her like a post game.
Is this like it's like the mafia? Like you finally made your bones.
Yeah, and
kid.
it's quiet. And I'm just in the top bunk of my bed, shivering, bleeding and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think I deserve that for bad grades.
Yeah.
They're like, it's more about the lying. I'm like, well, y'all lie to each other all the time.
Like in Whip, you're like, I'll get smarter.
what am I supposed to say?
Equals MC squared.
I don't understand integers. After you whoop my ass.
You explain long division.
I never understood ass whoop behind bad grades.
I'll show my work, goddammit. I'll show it.
Turning
know.
fractions into percentages is hard.
Yeah. The fucked up part is like you whooping my ass. You don't know the answer either. Like you don't know how to do this either.
I've always felt bad because my dad, when they were together, my dad would be the one to like whoop the ass, you know. So we'd get in trouble, and then she'd be like, well, whenever your dad gets home, you're in trouble.
Ugh,
and then my
it's the
dad would
worst.
be like, get home from work and be like, oh, I'm fucking tired. And then my mom would be like, Andrew gets 10 lashings today.
Yeah.
And then my dad would be like, I don't want to fucking do that. My dad didn't want to do that shit. My dad's a sweet man. He just did what my mom fucking said.
Right.
And so, you know,
Damn.
after they got divorced, my dad never hit me fucking one time in my life. After that. But when I was with my mom, he was the fucking muscle.
I guess I got it.
Because she didn't want to do that shit. So she was just passing on the crime, which was fucked up, man.
To have you sheepishly get your ass beat is hilarious. Son, I don't want to, but
Yeah, he's
like, fucking guy next door.
He's like, it's your mother.
Bam.
Yeah. That'd be funny. He was hitting the table. He's like, scream. Loud.
Just act it out.
We're gonna put on an act. Son. Time this just right.
My granddad did that once when when he came home and my grandma was like, he's being a fuss bucket. And I had to go into their room and my granddad goes, I'm not doing this. And he just pulled off his belt and just started hitting the table. And I went like,
Nah, you can't trust a kid's acting.
I was squealing.
You'd be giggling and shit in between. You're like, what the fuck's going on in there?
That's kind of funny.
Thank you, Papa.
The thought of doing that with a child actor is funny because they're gonna be cued in. He's like, we're gonna pretend rolling.
Listen, you got one take at this.
We got one
And
take.
if you fuck it up, it's gonna be way worse.
If you fuck this up, I'm actually going to have to hit you.
And she's gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So comedy. I can
there's
see where a lot of us come.
domestic abuse.
I can see where we all come from.
We all got beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even want to get into my stories. They're fucking. This how bad the shit that happened to me. Sometimes my little sister will just randomly call me, and she'll be like, "Bro, you had it so bad." She'll like be thinking about it. She'll be like, "It was so bad. It sucked so bad for you. Dad was so hard on you. I was the only boy in the house.
Yeah.
And it was just.
And he didn't want you to be
Well,
gay.
I think when we turned when we got to our teens and stuff like that, that is when the big push for not hitting your kids started to come out. But we were already past the getting your fucking ass beat time.
Yeah.
You know, so we found out it was wrong too late. You know?
Oh right.
It was like, oh shit. Yeah.
Y'all remember have to fist fight?
Yeah.
Your dad?
No, not my dad. One time we when I was in my teens, I was pretty was pretty bad kid. And I wouldn't say bad, but me and my dad got into it a couple of times. And I told my dad, like, we were like in each other's face. I go, suck my dick. I told him.
Shit,
And you know, I know, right?
Okay.
You know what he said?
What'd he say?
Fucking threw me off one, and I was like, what? He goes, put it in my hand, big boy.
Oh my God!
And then I go, what? I had no idea how to fucking respond. I was like, dude, threw me off. As a 15, 16-year-old, I was like,
What do you even do?
I don't know.
Do I unzip?
I guess I'll leave.
What the fuck do I do?
leave. Yeah, dude.
My granddad kicked my ass once.
Shit, you got jazzed by your grandpa.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was
For having black friends.
I was 14 and I made varsity football as a freshman, so I thought I was the baddest motherfucker in the world.
Okay.
And
hell yeah.
Yeah, I was chilling. It was summertime in fucking Aberdeen, Mississippi. And I went to pour a cup of coffee, my second cup of coffee, because my first cup he called me gay for putting sugar and cream in. Yeah. And
it's pretty gay.
Yeah.
Literal sugar in the tank.
Yeah.
How dare you enjoy things?
Right. And I bumped into my Aunt Dana and I said, "Excuse you." And my granddad, he had this old lazy boy, and he hops up and he goes, "Oh, so you think you're a man now?" And I was just in his kitchen. I was like, fucking yeah. And then he just walked over. He goes, "Put that cup of coffee down, boy." And I was like, he goes, "Put him up." And I go, "What?" And I didn't expect for him to like fucking, he came up and he hit me in the stomach really hard and then tripped me and kicked me to the fucking floor because he's an ex-Marine. He fought in fucking Korea. He just like swept the legs, Johnny, and then put his fucking forearm in my throat. He goes, "Don't ever do that shit in my house again," you know? And I was like,
damn.
Fucking 14. I was like,
damn.
He got hit by a truck when he was 68 years old.
Done, dude. I was not expecting hit by a truck.
Yeah, he got hit by a truck and got a hip replacement while he was jogging at like 70 years old.
God.
Yeah,
Damn.
dude, he was a badass.
He hates Fords.
Yeah.
Like that.
Fucking Chevy.
Like, why do you love Chevy?
Chevy would have killed him.
Yeah.
He's in the hospital. I told you Fords are pieces of shit.
That's really funny. Oh, fuck, bro.
I never fought my dad, but I did. I fist fought a couple of my mom's boyfriends.
Yeah.
That was they square up. They were fucking dorks though, dude. They were like
They were S&M.
Nah, it wasn't. It would never get like too far. Just a couple swings kind of thing.
Okay.
So it would never get too far. And I was like probably 16, so they should have definitely been able to kick my ass. But
They were S&M weenies.
They were fucking dorks, dude. They were like, one was like a computer programmer with glasses and a pocket protector.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then he got tough for a minute, and then I moved out. So it was, like, that's how it went, man. My mom was like, my mom was like prioritized like boyfriends. Like that's what it was. You get a boyfriend, he'd be around until all his money was gone. She'd move on, like piece of shit. And she wasn't even hot, so I don't understand what the hell was going on. Maybe the dungeon stuff is what they were into.
Yeah.
But
I envy you guys, dog.
why?
When I hear that story, you look.
These aren't happy memories.
No.
What are you talking about?
Well, you gotta understand. You don't understand how dark. I can't even tell when I fought my dad's stories because they're just bad. Like there's no.
What was good about these stories?
He's like, my grandpa was an
At
ex-Marine.
least his grandpa got hit by a truck.
Yeah, right. You know, yo, that's hilarious. I hear that. I'm like, I wish I fucking would have just.
You say hilarious. I say trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's the same shit. Based on, not the same shit, but it's the origin story.
Yeah. It is an origin
Do
story.
you want Spider-Man? You got to get bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you got to have a
that's true.
fever. You got to sweat it out.
Dude. Yeah.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get no superpowers just wanting to be it.
You should not have kids.
Yeah. No, I would never do anything like that. But I just understand how we got to this place. My dream would be like my kids never want to do comedy. I hope they look at show business and be like, ugh.
Yeah,
like, why would somebody ever want to get into that? Okay, I probably did pretty good then.
I had a girlfriend's kid who wanted, after hanging out with me for a long time, wanted to tell jokes for a living, and I was like,
Oh, you fucked up.
he's changed his mind though. He wants to be an engineer now. I go, that's probably for the best.
Good.
There we go.
I want my proverbial kids to be like, yeah, I'm gonna rebel, Dad. I'm gonna be an accountant. And I'm like, fucking do it, dude.
Do the family business.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I don't think he's going to be an engineer. He can't even open his own orange juice. he can't pull the tab off. So he's struggling with that.
Can you?
He told me, he's like, I want to invent flying cars. I go, kind of already here.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Cybertruck?
Yeah, right. No, but man, I envy like you. If I wish I had been bold enough, just look at my dad and just be like, suck my dick, Dad, or just like have these, because I was so scared I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And now it's like bad now. Like now it's like you have all this, well, I kind of got over it, but you end up with like a lot of this resentment and this shit you don't realize like, oh, he was never actually gonna kill me, because you like, because you're like, oh, you're actually more of a bitch than you're letting on to be. You're afraid of prison. So it's like I'm like if you were really, I'd be afraid if my dad was, if a dad that's in and out of jail, I fear the fuck out of that guy.
Oh yeah.
Because if he's like, I fucking kill you, like, well, I know you don't mind doing the time. But a dad that's like, I'm never going to jail. Yeah, I'll get the fuck out of here, you pussy.
I'm gonna call CPS on you.
Exactly. It's like, yeah. Every dad should go to jail. Just so your kid knows. I will kill you.
You ever been to jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, like ticket jail, right?
Yeah,
I've been to jail a few times.
Yeah, like
How long though?
Longest run was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not. Was it like ticket?
Nah, that was in college.
Fuck, let's not get into it. Okay.
No, we can go into it.
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know if it was like.
I could care less.
Okay.
I had a party. So I was in this small college town the week before. Kid drives into a tree, kills himself drinking and driving, right? Leaving a party. So then they're like, we're going to crack down on parties. I had a party the next weekend. And it was the first party since the guy died, right? And so we get busted open by the cops. And it's a college party. There's about 50 people there. I know 10 of them, maybe 15 of them, you know? And then they start IDing everybody. There's some people under 18 there. There's one person who's 21. Yeah. He bought all of the alcohol. Right, and he's been caught for buying all of the alcohol before at other parties. You know, he's like that guy.
Yeah.
And the cop goes, "All right, man, here's the deal. Someone's getting in trouble tonight. Who bought this beer?" And I go, "Well, I bought it from a bum." And he goes, "We know this guy did it. He did it. He's been caught doing this before. Either you're going to get in trouble or he's going to get in trouble." And then I was like, I'm not a fucking snitch.
You put 10 toes down and ate that shit.
And I go, and also in my head, I go, I'm just going to get a ticket. Oh. And this was like right before Christmas break. And then he puts me in handcuffs. I go, I thought I was going to get a ticket. Oh my God. And here's the worst part, though. When the cops busted in and, broke up the party, I had weed with me, right?
Yeah.
And so I grab the weed, I grab a pipe, and I hide it in the disposal of my fucking sink. Mm-hmm. Right? Like in the garbage disposal, I put it in there. Okay. I get arrested. And then I come back, I get out of jail, I go look for my weed, it's gone. The guy who I fucking stood up for stole my weed.
My God.
What a piece of shit.
You raggedy bastard.
So
I know. He apologized and
sorry,
I guess we're friends.
It was very stressful.
Yeah.
I was really stressed watching you go to jail.
I was stressed too, man. But that shit was, I spent Christmas and New Year's Eve in jail. That was brutal.
Damn,
I remember laying there, I could see a clock. It was like click, 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 click. And then midnight happened and I just go, Happy fucking New Year's. And then rolled over and read Frankenstein.
There you go. Yeah.
I read 8 books while I was there, dude. Really? Yeah, in 2 weeks. You'd be surprised if you have nothing else to do, you can read some fucking books.
Right. If you can read.
Yeah. I read a book about counting cards. I was like, how is this even in here? They just had a library card they push around you could grab shit from, and I was like, sweet.
Yeah. That's a funny section in prison. Crime stories. It's like, this is what I'm going to do when I get out.
Yeah. How to escape for dummies. Yeah. I really got to fucking look into these books a little bit better.
Yeah.
Did you fucking jail?
Which time? First time I went to jail, I was 19, and I went to Harris County because I read some bullshit libertarian stuff, and I was like, I'm never going to pay a speeding ticket. This is nonsense. Okay. And I got picked up on a first date because I had a bunch of speeding tickets with a girl I'd had a crush on since 3rd grade.
Awesome.
She was, dude, she was my best friend's older sister's best friend. And so like I'd been crushing on her since 3rd grade, and then finally I asked her out, and we were driving to go on a picnic, and like this cop pulls up behind us, and she goes, "You don't have any warrants, do you?" Ha ha ha. And I go, "Actually, I probably do." And then
Shit.
yeah, I got picked up on a Wednesday night,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "All right, you can pay the fines and get out, or you can do time." And it was like $2,000, and I was 19 years old. I didn't have fucking.
Oh yeah,
$2,000.
you're like, oh, I'm getting life in prison.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's so much money.
Yeah. I was like, that's an insurmountable amount of money.
Yeah, $2,000 is insane when you're in your
Now we just know it.
And so they were like, or you can just do time served, and like, or you can just spend time in jail, and like the jails were overcrowded at the time or whatever. So
you
they're
get
like
double time.
Yeah, you get like double
that.
time, and I was like, all right, I bet I could be out. They're like, you'll probably get out on like Monday or Tuesday.
And it was a Wednesday night.
It was a Wednesday
You got
night.
picked up.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, I can do that, and then I'll just go back to school. And so like I sat in Harris County with a bunch of people in the Class C misdemeanor spot, which there was this one guy, he was a big fat guy he was missing his right leg, and
He was in there for trying to steal someone else's leg. That's the fucked up part.
he was in there for forging checks for under $100.
Oh, damn.
Dude, and
I almost went to jail for that.
yeah, really.
Well, I wrote a check for Domino's and I didn't have money. When I was 17 years old, they used to let you write checks when you're on delivery.
Yeah,
They let me write one time.
Dude, I thought you were gonna be like, well, we had this one headliner that came in. I thought it was like a story like that. You
I
were
was
like,
17. I was trying to
get a $12 check for a 555 deal.
Dude, this is pre 555. Everything was just $5 anyway. So,
oh my god!
I was trying to feed me and my roommates. We were hungry. That's it. I was 17.
Andrew, stop being generous. You're gonna go to jail.
Yeah. No.
That's funny, dude.
You know what though? I will say my dad paid for that.
Oh.
Like I had moved to New York and like the cops like went looking for me and my dad was like, how do we got to fix this? And so we ended up having to do a whole thing. Really nice of my dad.
Hell
He didn't
yeah.
ask me to take care of it. And I was like, oof. He'd give me shit about it. But now never brings it up. Mainly he has dementia. He doesn't remember anything.
Oh, poor fella.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, right. This has all been tickets, and I've never spent more than 3 hours in jail. Like
Triple time.
Literally, I was literally like in a holding tank that's all I've ever been in. But the one time it was like the scariest that it ever was. I got picked up. We were going somewhere, and I got picked up and ended up in Pasadena or something like that, and then I had got transported to
Pasadena is a shit jail. I've been there.
very shit. Yeah.
Pasadena.
I had a seatbelt ticket that I was like, fuck you. I was in a parking lot.
And I got transported I had to go to Pearland. And on the ride over, bro, this might be, but they hog-tied me, and they put hog-tied me.
God damn, were you spitting on them?
I need you to know, most non-violent person ever. Like, I'm not.
That's what your dad said.
Yeah, right? Yeah, my nickname was Punching Bag. But no, they hog-tied me and put a thing
A
over
hood
my-
over you, yeah.
and just like threw me in the back of the squad car.
Once again, they Guantanamo'd you?
Yeah, well, whatever.
Damn,
Yeah, but this was helpful going to Pearland. It was a pretty ethnic jail. It was cushy, like very nice. They give you a mat and shit. Like it was better than stories I had heard. But when I came out and they could like they were undoing me and shit, it made everybody look at me
Like
with
you were the
like respect.
baddest
Yeah, they were like, "Who the fuck is this
That
dude?"
cop was probably saw your size and was like, dude, I'm going to help you out real quick.
And everybody was like, yo, don't fuck with little guy, bro. Like, you know, see, they took a sheet off his head. Like,
He was growling.
but when I got in the whole, you know, you're just in the holding tank, you're waiting, and I owed like $800. So, or maybe not, maybe like $300 to Pearland. And I think in total it might have been like $900. So it was a fucking. I'm like 20, 21, something like that. It's just you just don't have the money.
Or you just don't want to.
Or you just don't
Right?
want. Or you just don't want to. Yeah.
I got 6 months ago, I paid off that seatbelt ticket. 6 months ago.
I feel you.
Because in Pasadena,
Which, by the way,
this is what happened.
all right, I just want like the timeline for this. It's like you are a nationally touring comedian.
Yeah,
goes to like Australia and Japan, like
Canada, flying in
performs literally
seaplanes
all
and shit.
over the world.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You're fine paying tickets for a barge, trains, planes, and automobiles.
Yes. But a seatbelt ticket.
Fucking this motherfucker.
Here is the reasons. I only paid for it because I had to fucking renew a passport, and I was worried that they would get denied before Australia. And so my reason for not paying it is they picked me up on it one time. They put me in jail, and then they go, "We can let you out. You just have to get on a payment plan or do community service." I go, "Oh yeah, I'll do one of those." Sign here.
Yeah.
I fucking leave, and I ain't doing any of that shit.
And I did that with parking tickets. So I got my car booted in front of my house like 4 months ago, and I was like I haven't had a parking ticket like in forever, and so I was like, why the fuck is my shit booted? And I had to walk because I live right near the courthouse, near down like on fucking Lubbock Street or whatever, or on Houston, and so I walk over and I'm like, why is my shit booted? And apparently, my ex-girlfriend 2 exes ago, when I would crash at her place in Montrose, she would sometimes take my car and drive around and then just illegally park. And then fucking she would take the ticket off the car because she didn't want to have an argument. And so I was literally over there and I was like, there are 9 parking tickets on goddamn Pacific Street that I've never and I was like, oh, you raggedy bitch.
That's you ever see Beverly Hills Cop 2?
Yeah.
With Gilbert Gottfried's scene. Yeah. Where they're fucking with they go, sir, you have like 100 something unpaid parking tickets. And he goes, what, I pay all my tickets. And they bring the shit. He was like, this is my wife's car. He picks the phone up. You bitch.
I texted this girl and I was like, what the fuck? And she was, I was like, what is all this shit? Because it was always like a 3 a.m. parking ticket too. Because like she lived right near all the gay clubs. So apparently the meter maids come out and Montrose right after all the clubs close, they go to fucking House of Pies or whatever. But like if you like leave your car in Montrose, they'll just fucking pop, pop. And
damn.
Son of a bitch. I was like, you owe me $1,000 goddamn dollars.
The crazy part, bro, is when I finally get in the holding tank.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all chill. Then this actual drunk motherfucker, he wasn't even crazy. It was a drunk dude, looked just like Zach Galifianakis. And what's wild is he had got in trouble for, what the fuck did you call it? Evading arrest. He ended up crashing the car, hitting the wall, all this shit, getting arrested, tried to run, jump a fence. We heard all this shit because he was on the phone going fucking nuts. And he's going crazy, but he's in there going wild. He had a wedding. He had to go to his sister's wedding the next day. So the family had to come and like bail him out of jail. They're fucking pissed. But he was such an entitled asshole that it was his tank. Like I can't explain.
There's always a guy. There's always one guy who's fucking
dude. College town drunk tanks. All right, so like when I was at Ole Miss and I would get arrested every once in a while for just being fucking hammered and like you would just sit in there and there's always like these frat guys in there who are like, I want my fucking phone call, and then it would just be
They're like, my dad's, I know the law. I know the law.
Exactly. Like, and then I would chill with like the 3 black guys that they arrested and the 2 Mexican guys who the cops would call no papeles, just because anytime they would arrest a Mexican guy, they go no papeles, and they're like, all right, fucking, you're going to jail right now. And
it was the first, so it had a lady guard that was coming in, but it was the first time I had ever heard the C word. And so, because he called this, he was singing a song with it. And I was like,
what C word?
Cunt.
Okay.
And so
that's a white term.
What song?
He had made up. So this is what happened.
This bitch is a cunt.
Yeah, like, oh, whatever. Yeah. She was like going off.
Yeah.
It was, they had a little phone that was in there. You couldn't it was a bullshit phone. You had to wait until you got the actual phone call to go use like the line out there.
Yeah.
But he thought he like heard somebody. And so he was like, get me a phone call. They can get me out of here. He's fucking screaming. And the lady was like, fuck off, whatever, I don't care. And he's just calling this lady, like, just keep hitting it. And I had never heard this word. And he was saying it, and I was intrigued. I was just like, yo, what is that?
A cunt?
And I couldn't stop saying it. When I got it, I could not stop saying it. And
he's fucking cunt.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt black women's feelings at all.
Yeah. I think it's only hurts fucking super goofballs.
Yeah.
Words fucking only hurt people. Only fucking hurt anybody who's a fucking goof.
Yeah.
It's a word.
Telling someone a cunt in spite is kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, this fucking cunt.
Well, I called my grandmother and it was so great because she didn't know what it was.
That's fine.
So you just could keep fucking hitting her with it. She's like, he's so sweet. I'm like, this
What is that?
over
What is
here,
that? French?
He calls me his little cunt.
He's such an angel.
This episode's not getting any views. We just muted that.
Jail stories. Jail stories and getting our ass kicked as kids.
Oh yeah, dude. Is this a depressing episode? I don't know.
I'm dressed like I probably went to jail. It's a lot, but I have not.
You dress like you beat someone else's kids.
Yeah. With your little shit.
God damn, this outfit is wild. It's hot outside. That's not breathable.
Dude, you always wear leather in the summer, and I'm fascinated by it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's a blue collar flex.
You lube up before you dress? How do you get into that?
I oil up. I lube up. I oil up. Yeah.
A little lotion, a little
just
baby powder. You know?
moisturize.
Yeah.
God
A little
damn,
moisturization. Yeah.
Oh,
But no, I just believe in wearing whatever. So it's a blue collar flex. I worked in a lot of warehouses. So it's hot. If you showed up in a hoodie in the summertime, it was always fun because everybody be like, it's hot in the motherfucking here, blah, blah, blah. But you like, I work in the AC. Like I work in an office space. So it was always like, you could wear long sleeves and so it was always a flex. So I kind of hold on.
I like how you said it's a blue collar thing, just meaning you worked near blue collar people.
I ain't driving the forklift.
No. I started off on
I'm gonna watch you guys through the window. It gets chilly.
I started off on the forklift, and then when you promote yourself to like you look down on them. First thing you do is wear something very hot. That they would consider very hot.
I got my forklift driving license revoked in Tennessee after I got a DUI.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
Damn,
so funny.
I was like, I wasn't on the fucking forklift when I got there. Like,
A friend of mine was on that plane. I sent him a video of the plane. I was like, dude, look how wild this is. And he's like, dude, we should get our pilot's license. I'm like, you're not allowed to have a regular license. They're not. He's like, how are those related? I go, I promise there's no way they're letting you. And then he's like, I did a Google. You'll be happy to know I can't ever have a pilot's license.
Wait, he could never have a pilot's license.
No, DUI, it's for the best.
Dude, you get a Dewey. Yeah, you get pinged with a Dewey. You can't get a commercial truck driving license. Like, yeah, you can't.
All right, can I ask this? Then how is Bill Burr a licensed pilot? Because he got a DUI in the because
It's
of
the fucking 80s.
He got a DUI. Okay.
There's like I can't get into Canada right now because I gotta
wait 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. And I got mine 9.5 ago. I think I can go back in Canada this year.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
damn.
Trip.
Hey,
I love Canada.
Wonder if that's why
show you around.
Drake's dad never showed up. It's just like he's a bad father. No, he had a DUI.
Couldn't come.
He couldn't go back to Toronto.
He got a DUI in Memphis, which like, do you realize how hard that is?
Damn, dude.
We're talking about great drunk driving cities, like top 5. Memphis, Houston.
The amount of drunk driving that I did in my day is insane.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to live in Spring, Texas, about 30 miles from here. Not even, but 30 minutes, let's say. And we used to do this thing with my buddy Shelby. We would go out. This is pre-Uber, right? We would go out and we're like, who's driving?
The towers had just fallen.
We're like, who's driving tonight? And we're like, we'll figure it out later. And then we would play a game called Whoever Got Drunk Fastest Didn't Have to Drive. But the problem is, both of you were playing that game. So,
both of y'all are just sprinting.
To just get hammered as fuck, you know? And that was brutal. One time, this is the closest I ever got to a DWI, is one time I get pretty hammered. Shelby's driving us back. He drives to his house, which is 1 mile away from my house. And he goes, you can make it from here. I go, yeah, I can. It's 1 mile, dude. Wow. Well, that's not true. I hit a curb and I blew out 2 tires, like out. And I'm on 1960 at 3 a.m, pretty shit faced. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I pulled over and I saw my tires. I go, all right, if I stay here, someone's gonna stop. I'm going to jail. And I go, I'm only about half a mile from my house.
Did you drive on the rims?
I drove
That's the only way to do it.
the fucking neighborhood. Blah, blah, blah. I pulled in. I was married at the time. And she's like, how was your night? I go, oh, I got a flat tire.
Yeah.
And then I went to sleep. And she walked out in the morning and there's just nothing on the tire. And there's fucking scrapes through the neighborhood all the way like
to the house.
Yeah. Woo, that was the beginning of the end. I'll tell you that. Yeah. That was brutal.
God damn. Yeah, that's my favorite way to drive. Not favorite
Drunk?
way to drive. No. I mean, yeah, but
Oh, man.
I mean, with no tires. Like,
Yeah.
if I get a flat, dude, I'm just gonna I'm not stopping and changing. I'm just gonna drive to a tire shop and
Yeah.
One night I
with
got
nothing on.
One night I got shithoused here.
Shit house.
I got shithoused here at the secret
Well, that's
group,
not so
and then
bad.
I was like, man, I'm not gonna drive home. So I left my car here. I was gonna get an Uber home, but then I thought that I needed to go to Planet Fitness to work off the beers.
Oh,
so
let's go.
it was like 3:30 in the morning.
You Ubered to Planet
I
Fitness.
Ubered to Planet Fitness to work off the beers, and then I have a Planet Fitness Black membership. So I was like, I'm gonna go into one of the massage chairs after. So I'm just like sweating in like jeans and like boots, and like I get into the massage chair and I just kind of forget where I'm at, and I feel really good, and I light a cigarette, and like this poor.
They'll let you smoke at Planet Fitness.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
you're
what are you
paying
gonna do?
$8 to be in this bitch.
this poor the overnight worker. He had to have been like a 17-year-old Mexican guy.
Yeah.
He just walks in while I'm smoking. He goes, "Fucking bro!" And I was just like, I go, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm sorry."
Just put it out on the chair.
Let me get out of here.
My bad, dude. All right, yeah, fuck it. All right,
Uber back to my car.
Dude, I still see him at Planet Fitness every once in a while.
That's funny.
Fuck yeah, man. No,
Yeah, that was wild. Drinking, driving, crazy. Uber, awesome.
Yeah.
It's the best.
yeah, being drunk in an Uber is great.
I
It's the
love it.
fucking best. It's just
Sometimes I fall asleep and they have to wake me up outside my house.
really.
And they're like, sir, you're here. And I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. Well, one time, I was hammered outside of a club. I walk up. They go, Andrew. I go, that's me. I hop in. I go. I pass out. 30 minutes later, I wake up. He's like, hey, man, we're here. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I get out. And he pulls off. And I turn around. I go, where the fuck am I? And I sit down. And I'm so confused. He picked up. There was just 2 Ubers picking up Andrews at the same club, the same time. I'm out in Katy, Texas now.
Oh
I'm
no.
in Katy, and I'm fucking sitting on the sidewalk like hammered, trying to look at my phone like, how am I gonna fucking figure this out?
Yeah.
And then I pass out, and I slept till about 10 in the morning on the sidewalk in Katy, Texas, some apartment complex. It was brutal. Those are
God
days.
damn,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Y'all got. I have nothing like. I just get hammered and sometimes wake up in threesomes. Not like wake up in a threesome, but just wake up like, how did I get in this hotel room?
You're not involved. There's a threesome happening around
happening
you.
around me. Yeah.
You're like, I'm not a mattress.
What is? Did I come? Did I? What is happening? Yeah, I don't have nothing.
I've definitely had a few blackout waking up.
You know, something
Yeah.
Some things
sexual.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Confused. You're putting the pieces together in the morning. You're like, how did I get home? And you're like, what the hell? Someone's like, thanks for last night. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Can't find your shoes.
Dude, check your
I was
debit.
like, couldn't have been good.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, there's no fucking way. There's no way.
I do know I got so I did one time get so fucked up, did a bunch of shit that my friend Brian called me, like my childhood friend calls me, and well shit, this was for my birthday. He called me for my birthday, and apparently I was so like fucked up. I just said everything I had done like sexually that night. So he calls the next day, he's like, yeah, bro. You a freak ass nigga, bro. I was like, what? He was like, man, the shit you involved in. I'm like, what? What did I say? He's like, I'm gonna let you go. He just hung up. Never told me what I said.
Never talk to you again. It's like, nope.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm into. Like when I'm really drunk, but
Damn.
apparently it involves asses.
Wow. I could have guessed that.
Yeah. Andrew, you did an outfit like this.
Oh,
If you would have on tour with Mark dressed like this, is he into it? Or is he like?
I think he'd be like, I don't think I can bring you out
what you got?
anymore. I think he'd be like, what the fuck
What
is
the
happening
fuck
right
is
now?
going on? Andrew's
Yeah.
going through a phase.
Yeah.
You look like you're mad at Russell Wilson.
that's so funny.
It is just a wild shirt, man.
That's great.
How do you wash that? With Windex and a fucking rag? You put that in the washing machine?
I take it to the clean. All my leather goes to a cleaning person.
Yeah.
It's a clean.
Yeah, I don't.
You got a lady.
I don't try to gamble that shit at the house.
No.
Damn.
There's one, well, except those. So when I remember the last time that we did, I shit my pants. I shit my pants, and so I had to go home and put on different leather pants.
You had to rinse those out.
Brandon thought that shit was so funny. He goes, "Wait, you put on another leather pant, a pair of leather pants?"
Yeah, the old ones were broken.
But I did throw those in the washer and just let it do what it do.
And
But
just pray.
usually I try to.
I think you rinse those off with a hose.
Yeah, you gotta civil rights those pants.
You gotta spray that shit out.
Oh, you want to vote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
But I'm sure you own leather pants. You go to a lot of bands that wear leather pants. I'm sure.
Fucking out of
You don't own a pair of leather pants?
No, dude.
Why? Or why not?
One, I can't breathe. I can't breathe with regular jeans, dude. My fucking sack is sitting in a pile of swamp right now, dude. I'm floating down there, dude. I'm holding in moisture as it is.
Yeah.
You don't need to add any extra. Dude, that's crazy.
Y'all see that video of Lenny Kravitz working out in leather pants?
Yeah.
Dog, that was inspiring. I was like, yo.
This isn't your workout outfit?
I was like, dog, I'm doing that. Because I love doing.
Yeah.
That's my favorite shit to do. Is they had a kid that like got out of his car and he was like running late into work.
Yeah.
And I'm going into the restaurant that he's going into. So I saw him about to pick up speed, and I just started running beside him. Like he was like, I have to go. That's my favorite kind of shit to do. Or
If we went to Applebee's right now, you think they'd ask you to button up?
No, because I'm everything's family.
What about
appropriate.
Olive Garden? No, come on. I think they're gonna ask you to button up.
They might
Absolutely
If I go to
not.
Olive Garden, they're gonna tell me to take my hat off. They're not gonna tell me.
No, you
Dude,
have a hat on at Olive.
First off, if we're in Applebee's, they're stoked. All right.
Oh yeah,
That's true. They're like
customers.
D'Angelo's here.
Yeah, it's a lot of who the fuck is this guy? But I mean, I had to go to my nephew's christening. And I wore,
it's where they name him Christian.
yeah, they name him it.
Christian.
He's christening.
His name was Daryl, and we were like,
It's christening, dude.
That's christening him.
I can't be mad at people for mispronouncing things.
I love it.
Is it christening?
Yeah.
It's definitely not christening.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know that actress from Bring It On, Kristen and Dunst?
Christening. Christening. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I dropped out of the religion, so I let the go behind as well. But I had leather. I had a leather outfit on, and dude, they were pissed off. My dad. I think I told you, my dad is doing the. He's doing the thing. He's the pastor, so he's doing the thing. And I made him like mumble curse in church because they're doing the thing and everything. And we go to walk up, and I'm up there with my sister. So I walk up there with her and my nephew, and my dad finally gets a glimpse of my whole outfit. So he's just standing above, and he's got this motherfucker. I can see it.
He's throwing in insults in tongues. He's like, Trey's a bitch.
Yeah, he fucking hates the way I dress. It's hilarious.
I don't blame him.
And you got to do this. You got to.
All right, I'll go.
I was gonna say, Andrew,
every once in a while, I've been in some outfits. I got some goofy outfits.
Can we save up and get you a pair of leather pants, and will you wear them?
Leather pants seems wild.
Come on, what do you
dude.
like, a 38?
Yeah, 36, 38.
36,
It depends on the make.
So we're going to get you a 34. Because they got to be tight, dude.
Well, then go 36. Let's
He
say
said,
that
go
little
36.
stretch. Let's go that little stretch.
All right, let me stop lying.
I got a pair of 34s I fit into, but I'm like, I don't wear them much, I just bought them because I had lost some weight, and I was like, I feel good. I wore them one day. I was like, I ain't wearing these ever again.
I believe it or not, I got jeans like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could never. I was getting at my parents' house, and I was getting really angry playing Uno. Very uncharacteristic of me.
Right.
Very
You're
on
not
brand for my
competitive.
family.
Yeah.
So, but I'm getting like really like, and everybody's like, God damn, Trey's like on another level today. And then
Because your pants are too tight.
and then the button popped, and I was like, huh. Guys, Uno's fun. Like I like my whole attitude changed. Yeah.
I was going to reverse it back to you, but I'll let it pass.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
I'm feeling good now.
just draw 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. What do you do? What do you play?
I play Uno.
Shit like that with your family.
I play Uno. I got board games.
What's your favorite one?
Uno's a go-to.
Uno's strong.
Probably that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been with my kids. We've been doing roast battles lately, and that's pretty fun.
Roast battle.
Yeah, we roast battle each other.
Nice.
Oh
Yeah.
my
And they're
God.
good because they basically just say, "Your mama's so fat," and then shit that don't make sense. But
Yeah,
I'm
yes,
like, hell
yes,
it is.
yeah.
Oh, the Casey
And then
Rocket style of roasting.
And then I throw out like the old school ones. I was like, "Your mama's so fat she used a VCR as a beeper." Then they're like, "What's a VCR? What's a beeper?" I go, "I know, right?" It's like,
All right, that's how fat she is.
Please take my wife.
yeah. And then it's my kid and his best friend. They'll roast battle each other, and then I make them compliment battle each other.
Oh, okay.
And they like that more.
Yeah. Oh, the honey roast?
They like compliment battle more, but I hate it. It's not fun. It's just like,
Yeah, you're like, what are we doing, fellas?
yeah. They're just like, you're so good at this video game that no one could probably ever beat you. I go, call his mom fat again.
Do the VCR jokes, son.
Yeah, one of them. There's a slight age
Imply
difference.
that he has homosexual tendencies.
Yeah. They have a slight age difference, so one of them is just a little bit better. Like his things make more sense. Like he'll come up with ones that would be like, he's like, one time your mom was so fat she stepped on a scale and her phone number popped up.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty goddamn good. That's pretty good for a 7-year-old. You know?
Good.
And then my kid will be like, your mom is so fat that the son is like, you're fat.
He's stammering through it.
Yeah. Pretty good. So.
Fuck yeah. No, I miss that. I miss roasting and shit. I can't really. Nobody in my family wants to do that anymore. That was fun, jonesing on each other, but now that shit's over with because you're like actual people, so you got real dirt on people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's why Aunt Thule left you. I don't know.
Exactly. No, that's how you be though. You be like, oh yeah. You no wonder you're unstable. This is your 8th apartment. Like you
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not. No, you're not invited to Thanksgiving.
Enjoy your third marriage, dickhead.
Yeah.
We thought your middle name was evicted. Like it's just, it's fine. Yeah, bro. That
You still owe Dad $500,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right? Like that's not even an insult. I just.
yeah, you just go into a deep dive of shit, but
I see you enjoyed tranny porn.
just watching it. Man, fuck, dude. Did you ever get into anime and shit like that?
Yeah, I love anime. I just don't make it a huge part of my personality.
I don't involve anime in my porn. That's for sure.
Not porn. No.
Get this cartoon.
No.
I get your octopus tentacles and shove them up your ass.
No.
And I don't want to watch it.
What's that
I
called?
did. Yeah.
You act like you don't know.
Yeah.
What's that called? Hentai?
What's that called?
I'll always get that and the tattoo shit mixed
That's
up.
henna.
Oh yeah.
See, yeah. So you know,
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Now-
what
now
y'all like
henna
to
stuff-
drink is
I
Hennessy.
want to see some of that hentai hand stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
Hentai hand stuff.
Can I get a hentai tattoo?
Yeah.
What about a henna hand job? I watched that video.
It's Marge Simpson blowing Bart. Yeah. That's my tattoo.
I've seen a Family Guy version.
Yeah, right. But I think I missed that because I was already.
I did a Mystery Science Theater 3000. I was at an anime convention. It's called because they asked me to do like basically a Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing for hentai pornography, and that was. Well, it's weird. It's weird to make fun of movies while a bunch of nerds are half hard, and so they were having fun. It was just odd energy.
Yeah,
you know.
You
in the
couldn't
room.
jerk off to that.
I mean, I can jerk off to a lot of things, but like I don't.
Yeah.
That's not.
With imagination.
Yeah.
Imagination is that
Dude,
feels
the old-
strange.
Let's
to me.
point at something in the room. Let's see. Well, come on.
Well, yeah, of course, the TNA. That's very easy.
That's easy. Let's do something a little harder.
Look, she's dancing.
Yeah.
That's a,
Don't
that's
tell
a
me what to do.
figure.
Well, it's supposed to be like, isn't it supposed to be like you said, imagination? So
Dude,
it's
when
things
you're a
that you
kid,
want that
I
you-
jerked off to a cloud once. It
Yeah.
just looked like
Yeah.
it just looked like some tits.
I used to slide down the fireman's pole because it made my dick feel weird, and I like that. So like, there's
God
the
damn.
old spank bank.
Yeah.
I was a camp counselor for an entire summer one time. I didn't don't really like. After I got out of camp and I got my paycheck, I stopped at a Subway sandwich shop and I just jerked off in the Subway bathroom.
I gotta get it out.
Dude, it was the most cum I'd
Yeah.
ever seen in my entire life.
I've
It was
done
just
wild
like-
shit. Yeah. I've jerked off to those children Bible photos. Like you know how they'll show you like I've done that.
Ooh,
you know what I
Mary
mean?
Magdalene.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was.
You know what? You didn't know what? Oh shit! He didn't know where it was going.
Yeah.
I heard Children Bible. And I got
Children Bible.
No, okay, yeah.
Not children's and Bibles. Okay.
Yeah,
This
well,
is-
it took Children Bible photos. I was like, I don't know what
I don't know what's-
is going on here.
Yeah.
But
No,
must be
Andrew, it
must be a
wasn't
black
that.
thing. I don't know.
No,
It was
a
a
picture
picture
of
book.
Eve in the Garden of Eden.
Ooh, man.
With the-
I'm, jerking-
yeah.
I'm telling you, I've jerked off to Eve's fucking cloth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the loincloth. Yeah, they're like in the loincloth. In the
No,
Garden
I'm
of
talking
Eden.
those little fucking paw tattoos. I'm talking
Oh, Eve, the rapper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, that was a good jerk off.
Yeah.
That album cover?
Yeah.
Holy shit. She was
Yeah.
so sexy.
I wanted to put my paws right there.
Yeah.
Rare.
Fuck yeah. I knew a girl that had those tattoos, but her titties were not
yeah.
as nice as Eve's.
Yeah, it looked like the fucking creature was walking.
Yeah, it looked like,
It's fucking walking. Need a couple more sets.
like he got dragged. Like, it's like,
Yeah, you're like there's been wolves in the snow.
yeah, paw streaks.
Oh,
Did you like Lady Rap then?
no.
No? Okay.
I mean, I didn't dislike it, but I don't care for it.
I like.
I mean, Cardi B is cool.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't really listen to a ton of rap anymore.
Oh, you listen to Blood Brothers.
Honestly, that's a band from 20 years ago. So I don't really listen to a lot of new music in general. I haven't listened to one song through the Kendrick and Drake feud. Not one.
Oh my God. What are you living under a rock?
No, I hear everyone talk about it. I go, I don't want to be involved in this. That's I go, I got other shit.
You know why? You're like, I'm the same age as these guys. Grow up.
Yeah. I'm not fucking beefing with somebody.
Exactly.
Damn, dude. Comedians, we should fucking write diss tracks. Dude. Cat Williams tried, but
Cat
no, we
Williams.
should try.
Cat Williams. All right. So I have a couple of theories on this. And I have a
Katrina
couple
Williams?
questions. All right. So did all of the black beefs of 2024? Do you think it started when Will Smith hit Chris Rock, or after the
Well,
Cat
that was
Williams
2 years ago, at
Club
least.
Shay
right?
Shay?
That was so 100. It's 100. All the beef stuff is 100% connected to Cat, but the acceptability of a split in culture started with that slap because when that shit happened, you had two types of people that were like, yeah, I don't give a fuck where we're at. If I'm with my guy and he disrespects me, or if I'm out and a guy disrespects my lady, I'm going to go over and slap him. And you had these other people be like, there's a time and place. He probably shouldn't have slapped him right then, but if we found out about a fight at an after party, you understand. Like, so it was this big split. So then that's to me like the thing that kind of makes. And then now it's the beef happens, and now you're picking. You're like,
It was also just wild to see him. Of all people, like Will Smith. Of all people,
Willard.
Yeah.
guy named Willard.
He doesn't even cuss in his raps.
Yeah.
That's right, and he was fucking going. That's right. Damn, oh man, that's the best angle, dog. No, that's
Yeah.
true.
Remember when he like won some
won a
fucking
Grammy.
MTV award or some shit like that, and Eminem did too, and he's like, and I didn't have to cuss in my raps.
Yeah.
We were like,
Jesus,
fucking dork.
And then fast forward to him. He's my wife's name. Out your fucking mouth.
Yeah, he said fucking right there. Damn.
Will, didn't you mean freaking?
Yeah. Friggin'.
You meant fudging.
Yeah.
I think.
Cat Williams, all his bullshit. After I watched that live, that new one,
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I'm done.
So
Yeah, you can't talk all that shit and put. Here's the thing. I'm also done with all the live. Edit this shit.
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
Put out a special. I don't want the live Netflix. I didn't like the roast was good.
3
For
hours.
2 hours
Yeah,
would have been
get
good. Cut that
1
shit
hour.
down, dude.
1 hour.
Cut it fucking down. It would have been phenomenal.
Okay.
I was exhausted by watching it. 3 hours, 20 minutes. Fucking Cat Williams stunk. Chris Rock, he did the live one too. That wasn't great.
he fudged his closer.
He fucked it up a little
fudged
bit.
it, yeah.
Just fucking do multiple shows. Live doesn't add anything. Why are we doing it? Unless Netflix is like, hey, I'm paying you $1 billion to make this live.
Well,
don't
that's the
fucking
part
do
you
it.
keep leaving out.
Wouldn't they pay for the same amount just to have the show, though?
I have a prediction. I think
That's fair.
that they're doing live comedy because it's a relatively easy and low cost live stream because they're dipping their toes into live streaming. Like, for instance, they're doing more sports. They did F1. WWE is going to Netflix in the beginning of the year. It's going to be entirely live. I think it's easy for them to do. It's speculation, but I think that's what
I think you're exactly
appointment
right. That's really what it
television
is.
is lame.
Appointment
Yeah,
television is like-
Literally, we all got to streaming, so we didn't have to deal with this bullshit.
Yeah.
And now we're streaming. We're like, oh, streaming's so great. You can just watch whatever you fucking want. No commercials, nothing. Now it's commercials. It's fucking live. It's one episode a week. It's fucking everything we hated about. We've gone back to fucking cable TV.
because you went way hard the other way. So now it's like I kind of hate. I like that a show kind of. I'm watching Gerard Carmichael's reality show. I like that every Friday a new episode comes out, and I like that if it's out, I can go on demand and watch it. When it's just something in its entirety, I hate binge watching shit now because it feels like work. It feels like fuck. I gotta get
I like being able to watch it all. I like being able to watch it get done.
I'm saying when it's a new hot current thing.
Yeah.
They're like if it's whatever. It's like Breaking Bad or something, like a show that's gone, a Game of Thrones or whatever. It's over with. I love that part. Like, okay, because you're not feeling attached to the relevancy of it being out, like while it's happening. You go, I'll go and revisit this when it's over. But when it's in it, it feels like it's the pressure of like I don't want somebody to spoil this shit.
Yeah, but I don't like having to go and like, all right, so I started watching Manhunt,
Right.
which is killer. Have you watched that? No. Dude, it's basically the John Wilkes Booth story. It's basically starts with him murdering Lincoln and then everyone chasing after him and how he gets caught.
Do they show him as an actor before that?
Yeah, a little bit.
They show
not a lot, but a little bit.
His brother was the most famous actor of the day.
Yeah, he was the better actor. He was the better
They were like
actor.
the Franco brothers?
Yeah, exactly. And Dave Franco killed fucking
Lincoln?
Biden.
Yeah. And so, but it's really fucking good. It's good. But I haven't finished it. It's over because I forgot. Because it's every week. Yeah. So I'm like, oh shit. So now, you know what I mean? So I like it having there. I can watch it at my own pace whenever the fuck I want.
Well, if you ever go back to jail, there's this great book called Team of Rivals, which is about Lincoln's cabinet. And then they have like one chapter that's dedicated to John Wilkes Booth. And
a true American hero.
Yeah. They try. Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts. It's a good show, though. You should watch it.
So you were talking about being done with the beast with the cat. Here's the thing I was talking about. I'm done with Cat on. Not really done with them, but it just makes it all bullshit, and you really see like the layers of a person. So they had all these Netflix as a joke parties. So the big one everyone knows is the one they did for Sinbad. They did a thing for Sinbad, and that was like really cool. And then I believe they had this other party that was like for all these people that were like had these big shows that were a part of the festival. It's big shows. It's all comics, all comedians and stuff like that. And they're at the party. Everybody's at the party, and then someone goes over to Cat Williams and says, "Hey, Kevin Hart is here." And Cat Williams leaves, immediately leaves. And so like it was like all of the shit. Like I'm way bigger in real life. We've never been in the same room. Blah blah blah. Not even about them fighting, just as much as like. Just go and figure out what's happening. Like you're kind of on an even playing field at a festival. Festivals usually there's no beefs at a festival really. Y'all like
Kevin Hart would beat the shit out of him.
He would probably beat the shit.
That dude got beat up by a 12-year-old.
That's Kevin
Hart works out all the goddamn time.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty. I'd watch that celebrity.
I would if that was a Netflix fight.
If that was live, I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Yeah, that would be a better fight than the Tyson Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Although I'm going to watch that. I'm excited.
Who are you rooting for, Andrew?
I think everyone's rooting for Tyson.
Everyone's rooting for
Jake Paul's so hateable that everyone's like, let's go with the rapist. It's pretty fucked up.
I don't know. I don't like hate watching stuff anymore. Like this makes me so goddamn mad. I'm gonna buy into it. Like I I'm becoming my mother, where I'm like, that's ugly, and I'll have nothing to do with it, and then I just fucking walk away.
What is this filth?
Yeah. That sort of smut will not be tolerated on my iPad. I don't know. I try not to have an opinion on the Cat Williams beefs or the Drake
and Kendrick.
I mean, every comic in Austin is trying a Drake Kendrick fucking joke right now.
Yeah. I
And,
don't wanna do that.
and I don't know. The last time that whites had an opinion on a cool new black thing, it just comes out as really racist. Like, you remember when they came out as Ariel was black and everyone was like, "Mah!" And it was just-
Yeah. God
like-
damn. Some of those Austin fucking Black Mermaid jokes.
fucking stink.
I can't.
Yeah.
Austin it's full of. I'm not saying everybody, but there's a ton of comics. Even some of their bigger people, no names, but they just don't. They know how to be offensive, and they don't know how to turn into a goddamn joke yet.
Yeah.
Because you see me do comedy. I fucking I talk about all sorts of topics and a lot of race topics, a lot of shit like that. But it's all fucking a joke. Like you
like
work it into a
there
bit.
is a punchline.
Exactly. You know, and it can seem offensive, but if you break it down, I don't have a fucking offensive joke really at all.
Right.
But these fucking. It drives me nuts. That's my biggest pet peeve because I consider myself a dark comedian, and I like that.
Me too.
And I pride that. But
For different reasons.
But a lot of people that don't know how to do dark comedy do it, and they make everyone else who does it look bad, and then they're like, "Oh, you're one of those dark comedy." I'm like, "No, it's different."
Yeah.
Fucking,
I'm not,
you know,
I know exactly what you mean, buddy.
it drives me nuts. I don't know. Sorry.
It's no. I go up there all the time now, and like Austin has these two sides of that I feel like are of the same coin, which is just like someone who's like, "Ooh, I'm dark and shocking," and then the other side is like, "I'm gonna, talk about therapy." And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Let's get them all together in one room.
yeah,
and kill 'em.
exactly. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, no, most of them stink.
It is what it is.
Yeah, most of them fucking
But here's
stink.
the shitty two-page.
They come here and bomb.
Yeah, dude, they
That's
come.
the thing. They come to here. The only reason we're saying that is
they
that
come to this club and they're like,
we go there and most of us we murder.
Yeah.
They come here and they go, Houston.
Yeah.
People
we
who
do.
want to hear
Oh, you
jokes.
do.
Oh, you mean a diverse audience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
You mean
That's
not
my
white?
favorite part. It's a diverse audience.
Your favorite part is white, buddy?
It's a diverse audience in Houston. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you can drive 30 minutes and get to a redneck room if you really needed to,
Need it.
You could,
If you need it.
and then this room
This
is
room's pretty fucking
Diverse.
pretty goddamn diverse.
Yeah.
And which is crazy because I would consider kind of a hipstery club.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts.
But audience is not. And honestly, the crowd's not.
No.
the
Well,
crowd's
that's
not.
most of Houston.
Houston's just a diverse city, so it's
number one. So
Yeah.
the luxury of it is like, you get to test it out in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite shit lately is that not like you, but there's other comics that's been going to Austin a lot, and they've been getting away with that, and then they come back. And like it's a majority black crowd, and they do that shit, and the black people are just like,
No.
like, they're like, it's like literally like,
People spend a week in
Try
Austin.
again.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
spend
yeah.
a week in Austin, and then they come back sounding like what they think comedy is supposed to sound like.
Yeah.
They're like, so this is how I talk now, and then when instead of a punchline, I'll just up my inflection.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin's wild. But it's also one of those things where everyone's moved to Austin now, so all of the crazy people have also moved to Austin.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not just the
That's
regular
true,
people.
buddy.
It's like LA was, right?
Yeah.
And LA's probably still just like that. But, where there are solid people there, of course, but there's so much fucking lunatics that were like, I'm moving to Austin to get famous.
Yeah.
And they're crazy fucking people.
Yeah.
Like,
That's very true.
It's nuts.
Yeah, you see a lot of that shit out there. Just people you avoid. You're like, damn, bro.
We don't play that shit here.
We don't
dude.
play that shit out here. Nah,
Yeah.
you come over here crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm too old for a lot of that shit too, though. Like,
Okay.
I mean, you guys see me come in, I'll do sets, and then I'll fucking talk to you for a few minutes.
gone.
Then I'm fucking gone. I got my friends that are not comics. You know what I mean? I couldn't. All the comics around here, they got their little cliques and shit, and there's nothing wrong with that. I get it.
That's classic 20-year-old behavior.
I had it, but I just don't have that in me anymore. Like, I don't have the. Everyone's like, well, he's mad all the time. I go, no, I just don't really want to talk.
What are we gonna talk about?
I don't know you at all. What do you want me to?
This is something. Yeah, this is something that I've started doing. Like when I need to work out new material and I just go to open mics, I literally bring my headphones and I'll just like plug.
That's the best.
Yeah. Like I bring my headphones. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to, a podcast or some fucking banjo music and like,
Jesus, banjo music.
I love it.
That's a genre.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I
called
thought that was
folk.
I thought it was like a ritual. I thought it was just like a ritual. No, I only associate banjo with awful racist shit. So I thought it was just like what
Damn,
they
did they bring a banjo to that shit?
Oh man, they used to
Like, get in their whites and
fuck,
like.
let's not even get into it. String music for a string up is what they call it.
God damn!
I'm sorry. Got
All
dark.
right.
Well, you like dark humor, right?
Yeah. That's true.
You one of those dark comics.
I am. All right, we should wrap this up.
All right, cool, man. This is fun.
That was a fun ep. You guys got anything to plug? What do we got coming up? When this is coming out in 3 weeks?
Yes.
Yes. What is in 3 weeks?
I don't know. Catch me on the road with Andrew Santino. That's all I can say.
AndrewYoungblood.com. I got a bunch of dates and a bunch of cool stuff coming up that I can't wait to announce. So,
well, you still have
can't
your
do it yet,
awesome
though.
fucking website?
Yeah, gunsandliquor.com.
That's the best. Dog. That's the best.
Yeah, gunsandliquor.com. You can find me on Instagram at Will_Loden. In July, I will be doing my roast show in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Hell yeah. At the Grove?
No, not at the Grove. At the Joint in North.
Oh, shit. That's right. I love that place.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the people. They're the son and the son of the guy who owned the Joke Joint here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
And,
Long line of comedy failures.
Yeah. Will they bankrupt before a pandemic as well?
No, they're
love that
fantastic.
place.
No, they're fantastic.
That's where you ruined the fucking train.
Yeah, that's where I run the train with Amy Lynn. And,
Jamie Lynn.
There we go. And yeah, then I'll be in.
You ran a train with somebody?
We were supposed to fuck a girl. Will fucked it up. That's
Yeah.
all it was.
Yeah.
She wanted to fuck 7 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted to have a bukkake and he ruined it.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, why?
Because I had to, fucking.
Because he just walked away.
Because that shit, all right, to quote Pimp C, because that shit is gay.
Hold on, how was it a thing where Will ruined it? Was she's like, Will's in or nobody's?
No, she was into Grady and then
you.
she was into me and Grady. So then we get ready to leave. She's like, what's next?
Dude, it was
we don't know yet.
It was
And she goes, hotel party. She goes, I'm thinking hotel party. And we go, Will, she's trying to have a hotel party. And Will goes, yeah, dude, my dad's points. We're on my dad's points. It's on my dad's account. So I don't know. We go, Will, she's trying to have a hotel party. And then he just walks away. Now, he was going to go get liquor
Hotel
for the
points
hotel
is
party.
such a stupid argument.
It doesn't make any sense. It's so stupid.
Also-
the points.
all right, sorry. What I should have said is, y'all, running a train is gay.
If you'd have pimp seated, I'd have been like, sorry, Jamie Lynn, you're going to have to pick one of us.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
fair
man.
enough. Yeah, no, but yeah, I'll be back at Little Rock. shout out Jamie Lynn. Shout out 4 Quarter Bar. And then I'll be in Lafayette, Louisiana. And I think I'll be in Memphis too.
Sweet.
All right, cool.
You gonna be in Memphis getting another DUI?
There you go.
I never got a DUI in Memphis.
Outskirts.
You're doing it wrong.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. We don't.